welcome to Blockchain Gaming World, the YouTube channel about the world of blockchain games. Please do subscribe if that's something you're interested in. I'm John Jordan, and today I'm going to be having a look at NBA Top Shot. So this is a collectibles kind of project that will actually also be a game from Dapper Labs, the people behind CryptoKitties. So it's still in, I think what they call it's still in a closed beta actually. So there is an early access kind of program. I think it just says they've got 13,000 fans on the waitlist. So it's been in various forms of beta for a while. I played one of the betas, but you couldn't do any videos then, and now you can. So one of the important things to note about the game, the project, is it's using Dapper Labs' new blockchain. So that's called the Flow blockchain. It's an entirely new way of building a blockchain. It has 4 different nodes. I'm not going to go into all the details, even if I could pretend to understand them. But it's just a way of kind of making a very fast throughput blockchain by splitting up really the consensus mechanics between 2 types of nodes. But anyway, we'll maybe do another video on that at a different time. So you need to create a new wallet. You can't use an Ethereum wallet. You can't do, as I attempted to do, use the Dapper wallet for Ethereum. That just doesn't work, obviously. That confused me. So we're going to have to sign in. So one of the things about the Flow blockchain is one of the key things that Dapper tried to deal with is onboarding. We know of all the hassles we've had people onboarding. If you've never created a wallet before, never created a MetaMask or anything like that, then it's a real pain, and lots of people just don't bother if they don't understand it. With the Flow blockchain, one of the whole points of it is it what we call hides all the blockchain, obscures the blockchain side of it. If people don't need to know about it, if they do need to know about it, they can go and find out about it. But for the majority of people, it is a unnecessary complication. So if you don't have an account, you have to sign up and create an account. I do have an account. As you can just see, it's email, password. There's no browser extensions I'm downloading or anything like that. This is just go through an email password to log into the product. And obviously, because this is the Flow blockchain, this email and password will work across all Flow products. Okay, so we have logged in. One thing I should have pointed out actually previously, you'll have noticed there was a little prompt if I've lost my password. So if you lose your password, you can reset it, or they'll send you a link to reset it. So obviously very different to a MetaMask. I've lost my private key, sort of stuff. So here we go. So this is what NBA Top Shot looks like. Obviously it is a basketball kind of collectibles, and one of the clever things is not to do with basketball players. What you would do is collecting what the game calls moments. So a moment might be, I'm going to show my ignorance of basketball here, but this is a particular play in the game. It's a steal. It happened, looks like, in the kind of current series, and this chap here Butler stole the ball off the other player and went down and scored. So the point of these moments is obviously people are collecting presumably really cool moments from their teams they support, or the moment where famous moments beyond just individual teams will become kind of rare. So it has a kind of fantasy sport element to it because it's based on real world things, but you're collecting moments. You're not collecting players or anything like that, which is a nice way of doing it. Now, the reason that I'm going to do a video on this is there is a game coming. So I don't know any details about the game. Obviously, the NFT is this collectible, and there'll be a game based on that. No idea what the game will be like. But I kind of thought, I don't know about basketball, so I'm not particularly keen on collecting these things. But if there's a game coming in, maybe I should get on board. But at the moment, there's nothing to do with the game. So at the moment, this is just looking at the collectibles. So you can do things. I should point out this is a web kind of browser. That's how you interact with it, and it is kind of really. I mean, it's a certain style, I suppose, of user experience and design, but it is very smooth. And you can see all these things going on here. There's the packs which you open, you build collections, you win exclusive rewards. You can follow teams, and obviously this is kind of more exciting when there's stuff going on in the basketball season, which there is at the moment. And there's different kind of drops. I'm not going to go massively into the detail because I don't know about that sort of stuff. But you can see here, if you collect all 9 new conference semi-final moments, you can kind of get a reward. So the simple thing is, let's go into work our way through packs. So packs are how you go and buy these. They're similar to loot boxes. We can see some of these are sold out already. So interestingly, or not interestingly, I think it generally happens is you have fewer of the most expensive ones. This one here is a $230 pack. That one's sold out. There's only 1,350 of those. So the cheaper one, the ones that are left are the $9 one, and yeah, two $9 ones. The other ones have sold out. Obviously, not obviously, but I haven't got anything in my collection, so I'm not bought anything yet. And also, we can go to the marketplace. So a key thing about anything involving a blockchain is people can trade these items. So we can see here, this is being, if we set this for the lowest price, we can see that $1 seems to be the minimum. So there's lots of these things for $1. If you were collecting particular players or particular kind of teams, you can start to build up your collection. Let's have a look for the highest. Obviously, these are. Oh, does it not list? Oh, yes. So obviously, these are prices that other players have set. Doesn't mean people are going to actually spend. People are actually going to buy them for this amount. So the most expensive one we've got here is $3,699. There are 9 of these listed. It's LeBron James. Even I've heard of him, and he's doing a dunk. It's legendary rarity. So whether those are selling for that, I don't know. And we can see here there's still some fairly substantial into kind of a 4 figures there. Obviously, a lot of them look to be like LeBron James. And we can see here it's on the blockchain, so we can see obviously we've got the what he's going to do. He's going to dunk. Okay, and presumably that is athletic, and presumably it's an important part of the game, I suppose. So you can see it's been sold by 10 collectors, 19 left. The lowest price, the highest price. We can see here, so a bit of a detail. It was a two-handed reverse windmill slam. So we've all learnt something today, and there's various details about what's going on there. Okay, don't get too much into that. Let's go back and buy something. So the point of this video really is just to go and buy something, just to show how the flow works. So I've got 2 options: the early adopter and the hometown showdown, Cali versus NY. So it looks like that is going to be whoever they are. Who are they? Someone, a team from New York versus a team from California, I guess. So it's going to have to read all this stuff to find out. Oh no, okay. So this first drop contains 10 moments, 5 from California-born players and 5 from players born in New York. So that's kind of an interesting way of splitting them out. In each pack, I'll get 3 moments, and I'm guaranteed. I don't know what the guaranteed 1 hometown showdown means, but basically, so you can kind of get an idea now about pricing. They're selling these for $9. There's going to be 3 of them, so you can see if it's a common pack. So I'm assuming probably these are going to be common. Oh, here we go. So there's 2 common base sets and 1 of these. Okay, 1 of these. So they're all going to be common, but the hometown showdown ones may be more valuable, I suppose. And it looks like it's actually telling me here. Let's have a look. Click on here. So this is showing me, I guess, these are the moments that are available in these packs, and obviously you're going to get 3 of those. So anyway, not too bothered about that really. So let's go into the buying flow. So one of the things that's interesting here, I guess, because the game is still in this kind of closed beta, you can't. Oh, you can now. That's interesting. So you can. Looks like you can buy with other cryptocurrencies using Coinbase. they have their own internal wallet. So if I had sold some of my moments, this balance would have built up, and I could potentially use that balance. Now I don't know if this is going to work. So actually, I'm not going to go through all this, but so it looks like if you've got a Coinbase account, you can go and buy with crypto. But it kind of seems to be the majority of people are using credit cards. So I think from the data I've seen, 2/3 of people are using credit cards. Although the value-wise, it's about 50-50 credit card and crypto. I guess it's an interesting sort of thing that at the moment, people who do have crypto potentially don't want to spend it because they got it locked up in weird yield farming kind of mechanics. So there's another kind of interesting thing here. But let's go through credit card kind of flow to begin with. Obviously, I'm not going to show you those, so I shall just say bye-bye for a minute. Okay, so that payment's gone through. My pack is reserved and heading my way, so it looks like there is still a waiting process. Okay, so I can open my pack now. So let's click on this. So see if I'm going to recognise any of this. I've got a layup. LA Clippers superstar forward races the baseline, finishes with an unbelievable double clutch reverse layup. Does he? Okay, jolly good. Well done him. Okay, and get a serial number on that one. So let's go and get the next one. A dunk. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, Brandon Ingram's driving in and absorbing the contact, finishing with a beautiful slam, apparently. So there we go. Okay, and Lou Williams, what's he going to do? Oh, he throws it high up in the air, and there he goes. He nails a silky crunch time floater. Well, it's definitely a floater, isn't it? Okay. Right, so I've got those. 3. Now, okay, so now there's a bit of meta game going on here, so that just means you're doing things in the game, and then there's a kind of a encouragement to continue. So I've opened one pack, and my baller status progress. I've got plus 10 points to my street baller, whatever that means, and I can look here and I can kind of see. Okay, so this is kind of the kind of things I've got. It's kind of putting them into some sort of kind of order. So I've got 1 of 10 of the hometown showdowns, and I've got 2 of 221. Optimistic there of the base set. So you can kind of see if you were a real proper collector, you know what you would be looking to buy or trade to kind of build up to kind of finish these sets. And of course, let's go here. So here they are. So I can click on that, and I could send it as a gift to someone if I knew someone who was a big fan of Lou Williams, or I could place it for sale. So I can enter a price. There's a marketplace fee of 5%. So if I put it on for $1, I would get 95 cents. So could do that, but let's not do that for the time being. Okay, so I get to see this is the serial number. There's 1,616 of these kind of circulating at the moment, so they're not particularly plenty of them out there. Obviously, I've just bought from the common set. I've not really, spent any money. I guess this is what's interesting with a lot of these kind of collectibles is while there may be reasons people want to collect, as soon as you have put some sort of game, a more kind of structured game around these sort of things, they a different value. Everything has a different value, even these very kind of common ones, then potentially have value because you're going to do something with them in the game. So this is the Cali versus NY one that I got. So there's only 814 of those. Not to say it's going to be worth any more, but there's fewer of them at least. And I suppose now if I wanted to, yeah, I could search. Oh, lots of players there. So I could go and find Lou Williams, and I could see. Okay, okay, so that's the only moment from Lou Williams. That's the one I've got, and 93 people are listing it for $1. And there's a looks like the same one, yeah, but this is 200 and only 299 of those, and the lowest asking price for those is $19. So we can kind of get to see here that the lowest price is $19, the highest price is $1,000. Well, you know how that's going to pan out, don't you? In terms of which ones you're going to. Okay, we can see the whole thing here. Right, okay, so we can see all these people who've put this sort of price. And this is a kind of good way of a marketplace. So obviously if I had one of these and I wanted to sell it, I'd put it at $18. So we kind of get this idea of kind of supply and demand. But a game in general is quite a good way of kind of soaking up some of these items that, you know, you have to be, I imagine, know quite a lot about basketball if you want to actually start collecting these sort of things from players or for particular clubs. So anyway, that was just supposed to be a brief introduction into NBA Top Shop. I guess what's interesting really about the project is it's using this new blockchain, the Flow blockchain, and I guess what's interesting in the future will be how it kind of interacts, how these collectibles interact with the game that is coming. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. This is Blockchain Gaming World. Trying to make sense of blockchain games, so if you're interested in that, please do subscribe to the channel. But thanks for watching this video, and hope to see you again soon.